Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Tricia Swenson on this Monday, August 2nd. We're excited to have you joining us today for our live stream show. We're coming to you live from our headquarters here at the Vail Daily in Eagle Vale, Colorado, but we will be checking in with Bratzo. He will be over in Edwards in the Riverwalk area, and Meredith will be in Vail Village. We have a lot of things to tell you about. We've got the Vail Dance Festival going on. We also have some fun things happening as we move into August. So we always love to check in with our hosts who will be roaming around today. We'll also check in with Carrots Jewelers. Koji Kawamoto is here, and he brought all of his pearls for his trunk show. And then we've got all sorts of details on the weather, headlines, and so much more. So stay with us this morning. We'll be with you live about 90 minutes or so, 7 to around 8:30. And if you want to participate in our show, you can always hop on our chat. If you're watching via Facebook or YouTube, they have chat features that allow you to interact with us, and we'd love to see what you're up to, what you're doing, what you want to know, and we'll try to find the answers for you. But right now, let's give you a look at the weather. Boy, you can tell that we're in the monsoon season. That's when we get those showers that come in, and it's typical for Dance Festival for us to get this. So last night I was at the show, and on cue, everyone that had an umbrella basically opened them up when we had the rain come through. It wasn't a heavy rain. It was pretty much a light drizzle, but it did last, for the second part of the show. So, yeah, bring your umbrella if you are going to be going out to the Vail Dance Festival, which continues tonight. So for Vail, currently, we're in the 50s. It feels pretty mild out there. And then for our afternoon highs, we are going to see some more chances of rain. We'll have temperatures a little bit lower than what we've experienced last week. We'll be in the 60s and 70s, so it should feel nice and cool out there. Even Eagle will have a high of only 72 degrees. Normally, wow, they've been in the upper 80s, the 90s, so it's kind of nice to have a little bit cooler weather for us. It's typical August weather, and you wake up and we have a cloud cover this morning too, which is a little different for us. But the next couple of days, we're going to keep these cooler temperatures during the day, and then we do have those chances of rain, especially in the afternoon and in the evening. But like we always say, it doesn't cancel our events. We typically are able to do concerts and outdoor shows as long as it's not lightning too badly. We can get out there and do it. So just dress for it. Bring the sweater, bring the rain jacket, and bring the umbrella because you'll probably need it this afternoon. This weather report was brought to you by Carrots, and like we mentioned, Koji Kawamoto is here. He's got the wonderful Pearl Show. He'll be here for a couple more days, so Meredith is going to check in with him. But if you've never seen pearls up close and heard the story of where they come from, he's bringing them from rivers, from lakes, from oceans, so it's pretty cool to see. It's very special to have Koji back. All right, but we're going to take it over to Bratzo. He's hanging out somewhere in Edwards. I'm not quite sure exactly where. Wow, Bratzo, looks like you're in an open meadow. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm exploring Edwards. We live in such an amazing place. Good morning, Tricia. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It feels great right now. Feels in the 50s. As cloudy as you can see. It's this black cloud over my head. I feel like Charlie Brown, but but it feels good. It feels really good.
Oh, I know. You know what? It's nice sleeping weather. We can use the moisture, so I think it's good that we have it. Did it ruin your golf game? Were you playing golf or you were dirt biking? What were you doing this weekend?
I did. I went dirt biking yesterday. Saturday with some friends in Gypsum, and it was perfect. It was like they watered the track, perfect traction.
Yeah.
We had a blast. So the water was very welcome. Yesterday, I got to see the Curacao Quarteto, the jazz festival at the Solaris.
Oh, yes, from Brazil. Oh, my gosh. How was that?
It was very nice. I was dancing with the baby.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Do you still have your relatives in town?
Yeah, my mom and my stepdad are here, and so I took him there. We had a good time. We have a pizza. So it was very nice. It was a very nice weekend.
Okay, good. I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, so what Bratzo was talking about is Vail Jazz. So they do their concerts on Thursdays in Lion's Head and then Sunday nights right there at Solaris Plaza. That's super fun.
Correct. Absolutely. Let me show you where I am, Trish. I'm here at the Edwards Preserve. If you see that little house right there,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
the stoppage number 13 on the old railroad. Um, and I'm here at the preserve, such a beautiful little space. It's a pond back there. It's just right here
Yeah.
in the middle of Edwards, and you have access to the river. Just such a beautiful area. People come here to bird watching. Two ladies were just walking with their binoculars,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's people doing, and you see horses here. People from the
What?
ranches from
Yeah.
in Lake
Okay.
Creek, they ride
Yeah.
their horses around here. So this is a
Oh,
little
wow.
gem hidden right in the middle of Edwards. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of it.
You
Hmm.
know what? I lived in Edwards right in Edwards proper for about 16 years. And I think I've only been down there once. Isn't that funny that
Yeah,
I've only
well,
been there?
exactly. It's hard to see if you don't know about it. Our building is right next to it, so I'm start discovering it. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I love how that there is some space that is just preserved for open space for, the bird watching and for walking the dog and just enjoying a little bit of nature. Because, Edward's pretty popular place,
mhm.
probably the biggest population center throughout Eagle County, even though it's not quite as much of a town as some of the other towns.
Exactly, and you have some history. That railroad stop. I didn't know much about it, and at least I know it was number 13 now.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a little
Oh, that's
pond
cool.
here.
Oh, there's a little pond. Anyone fishing out there?
You know what? It's in the parking lot. Well, they're gone now, but it was a
Okay.
bunch of wet gear from some fly fishers. So
Oh, okay.
back
Awesome.
home, but yeah, they were
Yeah.
fishing this early the morning. Hmm.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I heard? I think they just stocked, the Black Lakes when you go up towards Vail Pass.
Uh huh.
They just stocked them with a bunch of trout like
Oh,
last
cool.
week. So if anyone wants a hot tip, that's where they are. They just dumped a bunch of trout in there. So
It's new
they're
and
gonna be
hungry,
there.
so yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So that could be a good place to go fishing. No, but that's a great area. So you can park there. There's plenty of parking, and
Yeah,
then you can walk around.
yeah, easy
Okay.
access. Right
Yeah.
here, you can see, you know, uh, Riverwalk is right over there.
Yep. And then
That's
Homestead.
Homestead, and look at where we are, right in the middle, like the geese.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is he flying south? Is it that time? Bratzo, isn't it funny how like August in our area, where I grew up, August was probably the hottest month.
Uh huh.
And in where we live, it's like August really cools down
Hmm.
because of the monsoonal rain flows and just our cooler yeah, afternoons. It's only going to be in the 70s today.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
The last week was so hot. I actually, this is perfect weather. This is,
Yeah.
you see, this is the people who's been. I
Oh
think they're
wow.
going fishing in a second. So
Oh wow, look at the chairs. They got the
yeah,
whole setup.
yeah, they got a dial. They got a dial.
Oh
So
yeah. Maybe
yeah,
find out what they're doing. Find out what the fish are biting on right down there.
yeah.
That's
I'll be
cool.
checking and see what happened. But yeah,
Okay.
and that's the railroad house, and then we are the Eagle River Preserve. Look at
Okay.
that.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for the tour this morning. We
yeah,
appreciate it,
absolutely.
Bratzo.
Exploring together here.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely are. Okay, all right. We'll let Bratzo roam around. Maybe he'll find out what those that group is doing, what they're gonna be, where they're gonna be fishing. But Meredith is standing by. She is over in Vail. And good morning. How's it
Good
going?
morning. It's great. That was so cool to see that reserve. I love the show because I was born here in Vail, but I'm getting to know so much about our valley and doing things that I never have done. So I feel so fortunate to
Yeah,
to be a part of this. It's so cool.
I know. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well,
Yeah,
Meredith, I know that you were out of town for a wedding down along the Front Range, so you missed out a little bit on some of the dance festival.
I
But I know
know.
you do love the dance.
Absolutely. I was definitely bummed to miss opening night and some of the performances to follow, but there's plenty more. So we're going
Yeah,
to see a whole nother week of the dance festival, and I
yeah,
cannot wait. And we get to talk to one of the artistic directors of the company in residence at the dance festival today. So I'm looking forward. I've had such a great relationship with Christine Cox, so I can't wait to see her and catch up with her. So that's going to be coming later on in our show. So.
Oh yeah, and Meredith, I mean, not only were you a dancer growing up in the Valley, but you got to participate in quite a bit of the dance festival, whether it was a dance ambassador, an intern. So yeah, you see a lot of these familiar faces coming back once again.
Oh, absolutely. I honestly don't know who I love more, the dancers that come into town or the administrative team that really puts on the festival. The Vail Valley Foundation is such a strong nonprofit here in
Yeah.
Colorado and in our valley, and they really put on such amazing events like the GoPro Mountain Games that was earlier,
Yep.
and now it's all about dance. So I
I
can't
know.
wait to see the people who work for that foundation and at the amphitheater. I mean, it's just such a special, exciting time to wrap up our summer season.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? And it's such an educational time too. They try to really involve the audience and show them what's going on. And so last night they had one of their up close performances, and this featured the artist in residence, Calvin Royal the third, and it was really neat to see. And what up close is basically it's a rehearsal style performance. So they're dressed more casually in just what they would wear during a rehearsal, and they'll do a section of the performance, and then they break it down for you. And it was just so neat to see Calvin. And I didn't realize this, but a lot of people learn to dance when they're young. I'm sure you learned when you were very, very young. Calvin really didn't start till he was 14, and he worked super hard to get where he is today. And Damien said that, usually in New York on Mondays, all the dancers are off. It's kind of a day off for everybody. But Calvin would always be in the studio working with like a Russian trainer. I mean, just learning as much as he could, getting better, getting stronger. And I mean, such dedication. And all the other dancers that talked about Calvin just said how much, his soul, his smile, and he really does light up the stage. So it was neat to see him really get honored last night with this up close.
And this whole festival, like look at him. Now he's the artist in residence at the Vail Dance Festival. I mean,
Yeah,
he should be so proud. And I'm sure that really showed last night. I
yeah,
love those up close shows because it
yes.
really makes you feel more informed on how much work goes into it and the vibe behind all the makeup and costumes. It's honoring also the choreographers too.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
we have
know
another
because
up close performance coming up on Wednesday, I believe.
yeah, on Wednesday there is, and I like that you mentioned that it showcases what the choreographers do, and I know that you do a lot of choreography. It's it doesn't occur to me when I'm watching a performance. I'm like, wow, look at what a great job they're doing. But somebody had to come up with all of those movements for the dancers. So it's not just how the dancers are exhibiting that; it's the
Right.
person behind all those thoughts. And it's almost like thinking of a composer coming up with every single note for every single piece of the orchestra, and
Oh,
then you
yeah.
put it all together. It's just
Absolutely. Sometimes it's fast. You can hear about songwriters saying, "Oh yeah, I wrote that in like a day." Not even,
yeah,
like an hour. And sometimes it's a process. And like I normally go to bed and then I'm standing in my room and then I lay in bed and I do a lot of this visualization with the
yeah.
choreography because yeah, sometimes it'll get too hard if you're trying with your body too much. I mean, it's a process really creating something from nothing.
Yeah, yeah. And then I got to see Robbie Fairchild last night. He is back. He's very excited to be back. So that was cool. But we'll be seeing him in some performances. And then he's also doing something, he's got his floral business, the floral ranging called Bouquet, BOO.KAY. And so he told me he's getting flowers coming in from Holland, from South America, like just these amazing flowers that are be coming in for kind of something special that he's doing during the day, talking about floral arranging. So that should be pretty cool. But also this week, real exciting, we're going to have the performances at the amphitheater, but then Thursday, dancing in the park down in Avon is always fun.
Oh,
And then tonight, Ballet X is doing their story, which is actually the story of the 1938 flight. It was the first airmail service from the U.S. to New Zealand, and it actually ended tragically with a plane crash. But 0639 hours it was what we'll see tonight, and it's neat to see this come back. I know that they've done this before, but great to have Ballet X doing this again.
yeah, they performed it at the Villar last time, so it'll be interesting to see how it's a little different tone out in the amphitheater with the outdoors. But yeah, that is actually who we're going to be talking to later, so we'll get some more inside scoop on that story for the full-length ballet. But I love when they always put in like a story ballet too, because it's different feeling than seeing variation numbers.
Yeah, and just the costuming and what they need to do to kind of make it really seem, to give us the feeling that we were there, that we're knowing about the story. So, okay, well, that'll be really neat. Well, I'm glad we've got Christine coming later in the show for you. I know you're going to say hi to Koji, so you got to get on the move. We'll let you go, Meredith.
We'll find some coffee first.
Okay, all right. You go find the coffee. I'm sure Bratzo's looking for coffee as well. So yes, we have a lot going on. So stay with us. We'll give you some more details with headlines when we come back, weather details, and don't forget to chat. We want to hear what information you're looking for today. Just engage with us, and we'll see what we can do for you. We'll be right back.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
We're for the fashion forward and budget-minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
We are back. I want to let you know what made headlines in today's Vail Daily for Monday, the 2nd of August. And on the cover, a pretty amazing photo. This is a rufous hummingbirds. And they are actually the bullies of the bird feeders. They often stake out a feeder and will not allow any other birds to have access. And rufous hummingbirds can be found at mountain meadows at around 12,600 feet. They also winter in Mexico, in woodlands at about 7,500 feet to 10,000 feet in elevation. So Rick Spitzer, who oftentimes contributes some wildlife photos and beautiful photos like these, was able to get us this amazing shot of this bully of the bird feeder. Kind of a neat little story there. But on the cover, not enough care to go around. Local entities rally around childcare providers as they battle rising costs, staffing challenges, and increasing community need. More on this on page A3. Also in today's paper on page 2, we'll have the time machine. We'll check in with Pam Boyd a little bit later about that. But Eagle County, similar to other local employers, struggles to find workers at their county offices. More on that on page A4. And then also in the arts and entertainment section, Chalk It Up, Minturn hosts affordable art fair and a chalk art competition. You can find this in the arts and entertainment section on page B1. And then don't forget, we are doing our Best of the Vail Valley contest. So this is an annual contest that the Vail Daily has been doing for a number of years now. And it's a reader's choice. It's your choice. So right now we're in the nomination phase. So today through August 6th, end of the week, you can nominate your favorite veterinarian, your favorite mechanic, maybe your favorite liquor store, best ice cream, best Italian. We want you to let us know who you think should receive top honors in this year's Best of the Vail Valley. So after we get all the nominations, then we'll have a voting period, and that's when you get to vote. So you can go online and nominate all the categories that you're interested in, and then we'll let you know when our voting period is taking place. But usually after nominations close on the 6th, probably about a week and a half, and then we'll get the voting open for you. But it's quite an honor to be picked best of the best here in the Vail Valley. So watch for that and check it out. But are we going to bring Pam on? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so Pam Boyd, one of our esteemed reporters here at the Vail Daily, also the Eagle Valley Enterprise. Pam has been with us for a long, long time. She comes on Mondays to talk about Time Machine, which is a great little offering that we have on page A2 of the paper. And Pam, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, Tricia. Thanks. You know what? As an aside, I've got one of those bully hummingbirds at my feeder. I mean, he's become like a pet. We call him Spike.
Oh my God! Oh, he's got a name. Oh wow! And can you tell that he?
Anybody else there? So yeah, learned something today. Great.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, Rick Spitzer, for putting that in for us, so we can find out what's going on. But all right. So Time Machine, for people that don't know about this is a weekly installment, and you basically go through the archives all the way to 80 years ago this week and find what was making news.
Yeah, and it's a fun little thing that I do every year. I get in. It's a fun thing I do every week, and it's just. I think we've talked about this before. The fun thing about Time Machine is that the nature of newspapers is they're written in the present, and so when you go to this stuff from 70 years ago, you know how it's going to turn out, but the people reading it don't. So you end up feeling like you've got like this. You can see the future for them. It's fun.
Yeah. And if we go back to 80 years ago, so one of the things that was going on in international news, the U.S. was considering what the formation of a new government in Japan might mean for international relations. So this is 1941, August 1 of 1941. And we all know what happened a few months later.
Yeah, we know that Pearl Harbor Day is looming, in December, the day to live on in infamy. And that was an interesting tidbit, isn't that it?
Yeah.
It's good that they were concerned. Maybe they, yeah.
Okay, and then also 80 years ago, the Eagle County, it sent off its 7th Red Cross shipment, which weighed 135 pounds and included wool dresses, sweaters, and hospital bed sheets. And local women contributed to 608 hours of labor to sew these items. That's amazing that they kept track of all this.
Well, yeah, and you know what? I love those. We talk a lot about this valley, how it opens up its wallets for people in need, and and the giving nature of this valley is something that always astounds me, and it's a long tradition of it, and in those days, these were farming and ranching families, and probably didn't have a whole lot of extra, but they managed to still be giving, to send those clothing items to war-torn Europe. And that's a lot of stuff for them to send, in those days. So,
Well, especially considering, it wasn't like it was overnight. Can I express this overnight? So probably took a long time for 135 pounds to reach over there. And then 70 years ago, kind of neat that you talk about that Eagle had a movie theater, and Louisa was a movie starring Ronald Reagan. Yeah. And that was the feature film.
Ronald Reagan, I've never heard of this film, but that was a presentation at the Eagle Theater. And little did Ronald Reagan know what the future had to hold for him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yes, that's crazy. And then, a lot of things about the railroad, major rail lines across the country went silent because of a national strike. But the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad kept the track hopping along the Dotsero Cutoff and the Royal Gorge. So that's pretty interesting that there was a national strike going on with the railroad.
Yeah, and with Glenwood Canyon, we're all talking a lot about transportation right now. So,
Yeah.
The idea that transportation and shipping being affected back then, nothing's new under the sun, right?
Well, yeah. Well, and you write about that 70 years ago, heavy rain and unprecedented cloudbursts tied up rail and highway travel in the northern parts of Eagle County. A torrent of rainwater ran down the Red Dirt Canyon, cutting a gully that spans 16 feet wide and 20 feet deep. So, it's that time of year. We're getting the monsoonal rain flows.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. And then a little bit closer to present day, what I think is kind of interesting is 20 years ago, local boaters pushed for a creation of a kayak park at the Eagle County Fairgrounds section of the Eagle River. It may not be exactly what we see today, but, they were pushing for this quite a while ago. And now we at least have the Eagle River Park.
Yeah, that's there again, time machine. It's fun. You say, oh my gosh, people wanted this even back then. So, I mean, I guess it's an idea with staying power. So I had forgotten about that. So yeah.
Okay. Anything else that's noteworthy?
I think you kind of covered some of the highlights of Time Machine. The one thing I wanted to give a shout out to the kids that are in the 4-H Freedom Riders program. That program reached 20 years this year.
Wow.
And they just got off of a fair week where they did a lot of performances and they do a lot of training. So yeah, that's kind of a fun milestone. A lot of kids have gone through that program.
Okay, awesome. Oh, and then Adam's Rib. Remember that was in the news for many, many, many years. Adam's Rib developer Fred Coomer amended his lawsuit against the town of Eagle, arguing that as a public utility provider, the town was obligated to extend water service to his proposed Frost Creek development. Yeah, that was a long time in the making. So interesting stuff there. Well, Pam, thanks for putting all those stories together for us. And thanks for some of your other stories in the Daily, talking about Eagle and what they're thinking commercial or residential wise and some of their planning too.
Yeah. Well, actually, that particular one was written by Kelly. But
okay.
I wrote a story about Eagle County, employers are all over the valley, struggling to find workers. So, a lot in the Daily today.
Okay, yep. All right, pick up your copy of the Vail Daily. You miss a day, you miss a lot. So grab your copy today. Thanks, Pam. Bratzo is over in Edwards. We're going to see just where he is. Okay, yep, Bratzo, you're back over by that little, train station, depot?
Yeah. Railroad station number 13. That was one of the stoppages, yes. We're going to talk weather. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to show
you
you
got
the
a little
river.
cloud cover. Okay.
Yeah, I want to show you the river as we talk the weather.
That's gorgeous.
It looks beautiful. It's a little cloudy. It's going to be cloudy through the whole valley. So it's kind of similar temperatures everywhere today with, everything is partly cloudy. And we can expect some thunderstorms and some rain this afternoon starting around 2 p.m. with 50% chances and increasing through the afternoon with like 70% chances around 5 p.m. Right now, looks beautiful, so get out. And this weather is brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley.
Okay.
So there's very similar temperatures all around the valley. Vail, Edwards, you always expect a little bit of warmer weather in Gypsum area, but it still is going to be cloudy with chances of rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Bratzo, did you get a chance to talk to those fishermen that were held the chairs? What were they doing?
Well, she's a teacher. She's an instructor, so she's waiting for some clients, and they did not show yet. So they're supposed to be here like 10 minutes ago. So, so they're getting ready. I'm waiting in the river for them, but they're not ready. So I'm gonna keep moving, and probably find somebody else. But they look like they just arrived back there.
Okay.
They'll probably start getting ready.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I hope they don't cancel on her. It's too beautiful to get out there. Okay, cool.
Hey, and Danielle Hansen was saying, thank you for showing. I loved, and she's going to move to Edwards on the chat, and she didn't know about this spot. And
oh, yeah.
Now she's coming. So Kind of
She
cool.
can bring her dog down there.
Yeah, and they
All
can
right,
run
and then
freely here. Mhm.
and then Peggy has a question. What is the best website to go to for seeing what will be going on when we visit at the end of the month? All right, well, Peggy, a couple of websites for you. If you go to vaildaily.com, we have an events calendar, and it basically lists out day by day what's going on across all sorts of categories, from live music to kids activities to even Rotary meetings. You know, it's kind of community and entertainment based. So you can grab that, and here it is. That's at vaildaily.com. And then under the entertainment tab, it has events calendar. And then you can click on any one of those tiles and it'll give you a deeper dive into what is going on with the different, like, so once again, this is Vail Dance Festival, talking about the masterclass series that'll be happening. But end of the month, wow, you're going to have a lot of great things going on. And then a few other websites you can go to if you're looking at Beaver Creek, for instance, beavercreek.com, and then go to their events calendar and then figure out what days you're going to be here, because they have daily happenings. Anything from some live music with dance instruction with Move and Groove on a Thursday to free movies outdoors under the stars. So a lot of different things to do. And then if there are different events, you know, it's live music, different concerts. We're going to have Gourmet on Gore, which is going to be over the Labor Day weekend. We'll have the Hot Summer Nights continue. A lot of events are going on through early September. So once again, a couple of different websites for you. So vaildaily.com, beavercreek.com. That's probably my best bet for you. But thanks for the question, Peggy. And hey, keep on watching us. We'll give you details on what you can find out happening on a daily basis. Next week, the week after, next month, we're going to let you know what's happening, because there's a lot still happening all throughout Eagle County. We're going to take it to a break. We've got a lot more coming up. When we return, we're going to give you details on what some of those events are in Beaver Creek.
Slifer Smith and Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith and Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to Eagle.
All right, just taking a look at some of the events that are going on in Beaver Creek. So they have daily offerings happening. A lot of these events are free as well. So on Monday mornings, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings to be exact, they have outdoor yoga with Lowly. The Lowly store is right there. That's from 9 to 10 a.m. right at the ice rink on the plaza level. They turn the ice rink into kind of a cool little yard with picnic tables and yard games. So that's going on. And then on Monday, we have dinner with a movie. So that's the screen that's located right at the ice rink. You can grab dinner from many of the different restaurants along the plaza. And tonight, they're going to have Toy Story 4. This is such a fun, the whole Toy Story classic, or series is such a classic. So Toy Story 4, this goes on between 7 and 9 p.m. Bring your blankets, bring your comfy chairs, and head on down for this. And then on Tuesdays, we, instead of yoga, we have dryland class with Gravity House, and that's from 9 to 10 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then the Fossil Posse, Dinosaur Adventures, Billy Doran, he comes out with all of his dinosaur facts. Did you know that these big, huge creatures roamed this area of Eagle County many years ago? He'll be there from 4 to 5:30. And then on Wednesday, we'll have that yoga again. We'll have Helmut Fricker playing Bavarian tunes, telling jokes. And Wednesday live music, we'll be bringing in Casey Prestwood and the Burning Angels. So each week we've got different things, different movies, different bands that'll come in. And then the Move and Groove on Thursday, that will have the band After Midnight. They have dance instruction to live music. So it really is a lot of fun. We have so many things going on. So when Peggy was wondering what was happening, Peggy, that's kind of what happens on a weekly basis. A lot of these outdoor events and fun things to do with your family. But we've got the weather details right now. Want to let you know what you can expect for you today. And as Bratzo mentioned, cloudy out there this morning, and we're going to see pretty much some clouds throughout the day. We might see a little break in the weather, some blue sky pop through, but that increased chance of rain happens this afternoon. So right now, pretty mild, mostly in the 50s all throughout Vail, Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum. And then if we look at how it's going to warm up in the next couple of hours, we'll see highs right around the upper 60s, 70s. It's kind of interesting for Eagle to only be in the 70s. Eagle's usually almost in the 90s, but they're going to have cooler temperatures today too. And then the next couple of days look like this. For your Tuesday, we'll see highs once again in the upper 60s, low 70s, depending on where you're at, and a chance of showers rolling into the evening too. 81% chance of showers for your Tuesday. And then by the weekend, looks like we're going to see some sunnier weather. So we'll take the rain. We could use this rain for so many different things, you know, whether it's for cooling down the water, for the fish, whether it's just for fire danger. We are out of that stage 1 fire restriction as of last Friday. So now you can go camping and have a campfire, which is so nice because that's such a great part of the experience. But we always welcome the rain here. This weather report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. But we do have Meredith standing by, so we're going to check in with her. She's been walking around Vail Village. I believe she found some coffee, and we're going to see where she is. All right. Oh, are you on Wall Street?
Yes, I am. One of my favorite roads or little streets here in Vail Village. And we stopped at Two Arrows. And it's definitely one of the most popular coffee shops around. There was a line out the door, actually.
Are they open?
Yes. 7
Oh,
a.m.
wow.
They open. Yes. So I got a little espresso shot. And
Oh, wow.
one of my favorite ways to take espresso is with a sparkling water shot after. And they
Really?
do that here. Yeah. So
I've never heard of that. So what does that do? Is that a European thing, or where did you learn that?
I'm sure. I think it's actually the proper way to have espresso. So they're
Okay.
doing it right. But yeah, my brother is a huge coffee person, so he was the one that turned me on to that. But it's nice to not drink so much liquid, because you just have like a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
preference.
All right. We'll have to, I learned something new today. The espresso with the sparkling water on the side. Okay, perfect. Oh, look at that cute little glass. Yeah, no, Two Arrows Coffee. And then I know that they used to have Root and Flower, but then Root and Flower went over to Bridge Street, right?
Yes, yeah, same owners as Root and Flower though. And Two Arrows is such a great place. I'm a fan because at night they'll also serve drinks, and they make some really great craft cocktails.
Yeah.
And then lately they've also been kind of making it a little bit more of like a nightclub kind of. They'll bring in a DJ and they'll be dancing and stuff like that. So I love places that are like coffee in the day and then
Yeah.
a bar or little lounge at night.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's such a great location. All right. Well, I know people are always looking for coffee, so now we can tell them Two Arrows is open.
At 7, yes. There's a line
7?
out the door.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because when I'm down there, I'll get asked, "Hey, do you know where the coffee shops are?" And a lot of them don't open till 8. So
Right.
this is good to know. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, we're gonna go from chilling with coffee and espresso and your sparkling water to making something on the grill. And our very own Sean Naylor, he's our assistant editor here at the Vail Daily. He's had so much fun this summer with his brand new smoker, he lives down Valley, and he has been making all sorts of great, delicious meats. He made salmon as well. So let's check out his latest creation called On the Grill.
Hello, everyone. This is Sean Naylor with the Vail Daily. And for the season finale of On the Grill, we are doing ribs 3, 2, grill style. Now, ribs require some solid prep work. First, you have to remove that icky membrane off the bones. This helps both the texture and the overall flavor of the ribs. Cut a little corner on either end and pull the sheet-like membrane to the other side to fully remove it. Then, it's time to brine. I like to brine my ribs in Coca-Cola. Yes, you guessed it, this segment is unofficially sponsored by Coca-Cola. As for Dr. Pepper, they had their chance. Let the brine sit overnight, and then fire up the charcoal and hickory the next morning. Now, it's time to pull the ribs from the brine and apply a rub. I like to do a mix of salt, cayenne, red pepper flakes, and paprika. Once that smoker hits 225 degrees, it's time to lay those ribs down on the grates and let them cook for 3 hours without interruption. That's right, set it and forget it, my friends. This is the first part of the 3-2-1 method. The next step is to remove the ribs after 3 hours and wrap them. I like to line my foil with parchment paper, but before you wrap those ribs, add moisture. Today, we're using apple juice so the sweetness can mix with the spice. Wrap the ribs with the juice and put them back on the smoker for another 2 hours at 225 degrees. For the last part of a traditional 3-2-1 method, you remove the wrap, sauce the ribs, and then put them back on the grates for another hour. But here, we're going to switch things up a bit and move the ribs to my propane grill and cook them using indirect heat from the main burner at about 275 degrees for about 15 minutes. This gives the ribs a slightly crispy finish. Eating ribs should be fun. If they're not ripping right off the bone without any gristle, then somebody did something wrong. Cooking ribs is also fun, especially when doing them 3-2-1. This is Sean Naylor with the Vail Daily. Thank you so much for a smoky season on the grill.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
All right, we are back. We're going to talk a little fishing right now. We had Bratzo down by the Eagle River Preserve, and a group was getting ready to go out and do some fly fishing this morning. And when I was driving here, I saw someone setting up. I love how they always bring out their little lawn chair, so they can sit there, they can get the boots on, get the waders on, and get all ready to go. I like that they're up at about as early as we are to do the show. But this is what the fish are biting on, according to John Packer. He is the owner of Fly Fishing Outfitters, a great shop right in Avon, locally owned, Orvis endorsed since 1992. Their guides do a great job, whether you want to head out on a float trip or a wade trip. But right now, on the Eagle River, these are the flies that they would recommend. So yellow adult stoneflies and stonefly nymphs, yellow PMX, yellow stimulators, iron sallies, and golden biot stoneflies, and Pat's rubber legs. That's another one that could land you the big fish. Now on the Colorado, pale morning duns, parachute Adams, royal wolves, Frenchies, and golden stonefly nymphs, and the fly formerly known as Prince. Another fun one to say. And then they've also got some terrestrial patterns going on too. So Dave's hoppers, Amy's ants, chubby Chernobyls, black ants, flying ants. And if all this sounds a little foreign to you, well, just learn from the pros at Fly Fishing Outfitters. It's so neat, the way they come up with all these names, and they just follow the aquatic life of the bugs and what they're going to be doing, because you want the fish to think what you have on your end of your rod is real food, so they mimic the insects that are out there right now, and this is what they're biting on for right now. So if you want to find out more, you can always stop by and say hi to John Packer and the rest of the folks at Fly Fishing Outfitters, and go to their website too, flyfishingoutfitters.net. We'll let you know about some of their Orvis schools that they host throughout the summer, and great things to do for the kids. On Wednesdays, they have kind of a all-day camp for kids ages 8 to about 15 years old. So it's a great way to get the kids involved with fly fishing as well. But Bratzo is standing by. He is going to be at a new store. Well, not totally new, but new to some people. I know we had a pandemic in here, but Bratzo, you're at one of my favorite places. I love doing some adventure shopping at Remix. Hello, Christina. How are you?
Hi, Tricia. How are you?
I'm good. The store looks great.
Thanks. I know it's been a little while since you've been in. I've done a few projects.
I know. Yes, totally. Well, tell us what's going on, Bratzo.
Well, Tina, thank you.
Yeah.
We're just joking and having a good time because the men's section is tiny because we're basic people. That's,
Well, we were saying men buy just a couple things that they love. They wear them and wear them and wear them till there's holes in them, and then like the thrifty doesn't even want them. Where ladies, we tend to kind of hoard clothing. We need all different looks. We like to have different things and mix it up. So we do have a men's section, but it is a little smaller.
and as a male, I do appreciate, a well-dressed, well-prepared.
And we do get some really
beautiful.
awesome men's line as well. So like we definitely have some like Armani and great designer jeans. And we do get some fun, funkier things as well for men. So it's not just like jeans and t-shirts. So we get some designer jeans and some fun pieces.
So tell me a little bit about what is the model of the store. So people use a consignment?
Yes, it's consignment. So it's resale. And resale is really popular right now because people are very, concerned about the planet. And the clothing industry is definitely one of the biggest polluters.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Not just with how much we buy, but the production, like the amount of dye, like the water that is used to dye stuff, like the waste is out like really, really crazy. So it's really cool to repurpose, reuse these amazing pieces that you bought that maybe doesn't fit you, you don't like the style, for whatever reason, you don't wear it. So pull it out of your closet and someone else will put it to good use.
I love it. That's huge. It really is. We keep producing.
Yeah,
and
it's a really cool trend that's becoming really, really popular because people have so many things that they don't wear and they need to get out and they need to be worn.
It's web pages. It's a lot of web pages.
There's a ton of online stores that are growing as well. So it's definitely becoming trendy and it's cool to shop resale. You don't have to spend a ton of money to get high fashion, high dollar looks.
And when you do online searching, the issues you don't try it. But here you can come over.
Exactly. So you can try things on. Our fitting rooms are open. And that's also why a lot of stuff ends up here. Things get mistagged. I worked in traditional retail and it's amazing how many things get mismarked, mislabeled, mistagged, and it's the wrong size. So come in here and you can find amazing pieces that just were cut wrong or labeled wrong. And try everything on here, and you don't have to ship anything back. No returns.
Tina is awesome.
I do online shopping, trust me. And I have piles and piles of returns I have to go to the UPS store with, and you don't have to do that here. You try it on, and you're good to go.
And I know now that we tell you what's going on, awesome people of Vail Daily Life, let me walk you around the store so you can start getting an idea of the awesome stuff that they have in.
Yeah, so some of the pieces we have some amazing Dolce & Gabbana in right now. So we've got these silk floral pants, a great tweed blazer. This is a staple piece to go into fall because you can dress it up or dress it down. I know a lot of people in Vail tend to wear more casual wardrobe, but staple pieces like this are great with jeans and a t-shirt, and they dress any outfit up. So we've got amazing things, and we don't only carry designer labels. We'll have $20 J. Crew blazers, fun boutique labels as well. So it's not only all high fashion. We do throw some great affordable pieces in.
So can I come in here and say I got $20 in my pocket?
No, we do have great prices on some really cool pieces. I think we have some vintage we got some vintage Levi's jeans and some painted jeans.
Oh, that's cute.
So we've got some really fun trendy pieces. And then we do have a lot of white jeans in right now. And look at this one. New with tags still on it.
Wow.
New tags, never been worn. So we get a lot of really cool stuff like this because you buy it, you think you're going to wear it, and then you end up not. One of the other great things.
I want to see that coat. I don't know.
Which coat?
That one,
Over
right? Yeah,
here?
look at that thing.
Oh, this is like a military-inspired outfit here. So we've got this great, I think this is, I can't remember the label on this. It's a boutique label, not too expensive. I want to say it's on sale right now for about $30.
Wow.
It's awesome. This model is a size 14, so we carry all sizes as well. So it's not just, we also carry really small sizes. So if you have a growing teen going back to school, we have tons of zeros and double zeros. So you can do some back to school shopping.
Nice.
We also carry
Look at those
premium
boots.
plus sizes. Yeah, lots of boots for going into the fall. And then we do have some amazing handbags.
Oh yeah, the Louis Vuittons. I saw those. Yeah.
I don't know how this is still here. If anyone is a handbag junkie, you guys know that this is like the it bag right now. Never full with the bright pink interior. I don't know. This has been here like a whopping week. I don't know why. It'll probably be like today.
Bratzo. Maybe I'll give you my credit card. I'll take that.
Done deal. I run with it. There you go. We make numbers later.
Yeah, totally.
We've got some Chanel. We've got some Fendi. We've got a little bit of something for everyone. And we do carry some designer shoes as well. Like we've got these awesome Burberry wedges. Like these are a great designer shoe for around here because as you guys know in Vail, we got the cobblestones. And
yes.
Get you a little bit of heel, but keep you stable.
What size are those?
Oh, yeah.
These are 38, so they'll run like a 7.5.
Oh, that's perfect size.
And then we do get the fancy stuff in too. This is the Louboutin, the red heel. So these
with the box.
With the box. So we get some really, really fun, funky stuff. So if you got a fun date night, you might need this size 41 Louboutin.
Wow.
That is awesome. And that's the boys section right there. Wow. No, it's some cool stuff. I need to play with it too. Look at those pants. I can rock those avocado pants, I think.
Totally. Oh my gosh. Well, Christina, if we do have some clothing that could be worthy of Remix, do we set an appointment up or how does that work for you?
Absolutely. Right now we're doing drop-offs just by appointment. We actually probably have some of the best inventory we'll probably ever have in here. With COVID, there's a lot of people moving into town, moving out of town. What people went up or down a size. And so people are dropping off tons of stuff. And we actually have to say no to some beautiful pieces because there's just so much coming in. So this is definitely a time to shop versus consign, to be honest.
Yeah.
We are booking everything by appointment. So we're done with summer drop-offs. We're scheduling fall drop-offs. And then we'll start doing winter drop-offs in November after Halloween when the snow starts sticking. So you'll start seeing, we've got great summer stuff now, and you'll start seeing some fall stuff start to come in the next couple of weeks. We'll start putting out some great boots and jackets as we transition, because it's kind of already feeling fall-like with the weather today. I noticed this yesterday. I don't know if you guys felt it. Like yesterday morning was a little chilly. I was like, woo, fall's around the corner.
Yeah.
So get in and get some great summer deals and discounts because summer stuff is starting to sell or get marked down. And then fall stuff is coming in, and we put new stuff out every single day.
Look at those boots right there.
Wow.
Gotta go. And there's actually, I think, a wait list online to get those boots right now.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're like a $2,800 boot we have for $700. They've never been worn at all. There's not a one mark on them.
Wow.
That's
Also, you
crazy.
can find all those heels down there are all 60% off. So you can find great heels for $20.
Well, and you know what? For the dance festival, I think, that tweed jacket you showed would be fun. Still the white jeans. You can never have too many pairs of those because then you don't have to do as much laundry if you have more pairs.
Right.
That's my philosophy. I just buy more clothes instead of doing laundry.
Isn't that what we ladies do? Is that
Yes.
so many clothes?
Yeah. You just keep on buying clothes. That's what you got to do. All right. Hey, what are your hours?
So we are open 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday. And then Sundays we're 11 to 4. And we're only closed on the major holidays.
Okay.
So we're open pretty much 7 days a week.
All right. Well, Bratzo, I'm so sorry that there weren't more clothes for you, but I bet you could find something. You better try on those avocado pants. Yeah.
That basic guy, shirt and jeans, done deal.
Totally. Awesome. Well, thank you, Christina, for the tour. Remix Boutique is located in the Riverwalk. Which building? Are you Diamond?
We're Diamond Building. So we are right between Termagant Sports is down this way. And then we have, what's down this way?
Juniper.
Juniper and
Juniper.
Main Street. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're right in between. And we put new stuff out every single day and we mark down every single week. So there's always something new in here to come check out.
Okay, I call it adventure shopping. I love going to consignment stores. They have so many great finds. So stop by and say hi to Christina. All right, I need to go in there. You know, some people need coffee in the morning. I just need to look at a little, a boutique, and I get all energized just looking at the clothing and the purses and everything. So great handbags over there. So go in and say hi. A few more things that are going on. We have Bravo still happening. Last night they brought the music box down to the Gypsum Town Park for a free performance. We do have one more performance that's going on Wednesday, August 4th. It's going to be the Hahn and Finkel in concert. And Hahn and Finkel, they're partners in life. They're partners in music for almost 40 years. This is going to be at the Vail Center. So it's going to be the chamber music series. They've wrapped up everything at the Ford Amphitheater. That's moved on into Dance Festival. But if you still want to get a touch of Bravo, we've got it for you. So here's the schedule. If you go to bravovail.org, this is where you can learn a little bit more about what they're going to be playing. Looks like a great lineup with some Bach, some Beethoven, Mendelssohn, Britten, Debussy. So you'll find that tomorrow at 7 p.m. Tickets are still available, and that will conclude the series. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear what Anne-Marie McDermott has to say about the Chamber Music Series. She is the artistic director for Bravo Vail Music Festival. We're excited to kick off the 34th annual Bravo Vail Music Festival. Joining us now, we have Anne-Marie McDermott. She is artistic director. And Marie, it's amazing the talent you bring in year after year. And of course, we're going to see most of these shows at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. But you also mix it up a little bit by bringing in chamber music. Tell us about this.
Okay, chamber music is so dear to my heart, and it's really the essence of the Bravo Vail Music Festival. That's how it started, was chamber music. And what's so amazing with chamber music is the intimacy and how close the audience can get to the artists and really experience their artistry. And this year, you know, in thinking about, usually we would have these concerts at the Donovan Pavilion.
Yes.
But in thinking about this year and all the guidelines and the uncertainty, we decided to have the series up at the Vail Center in Beaver Creek, and we're excited about that. It's a 4-concert series. It's going to open with the incredible double bass player Edgar Meyer, multiple Grammy winner, MacArthur Genius Award. He's going to do a solo double bass show, and if you haven't ever seen Edgar Meyer, you have to. And then our next concert will be a 2-piano concert with myself and a wonderful French pianist. His name's Jean-Flamme Bevozet. Very exotic. And Jean-Flamme and I have been friends for years, and we're playing a program of actually orchestral reductions for 2 pianos. So that'll be fun. Then we have the New York Philharmonic String Quartet, and I'll be joining them also for Schumann Piano Quintet. And the series will close with Wu Han and David Finkel. They are a piano and cello duo. They're the artistic directors of the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center in New York. Wow. And they're on fire. They're spectacular. So we love this series, and we love the devoted audience that always comes to these concerts and can experience the intimacy of these programs.
Yeah, and it'll be a little different this year because we are going up to the Vail.
Exactly.
So that's a great place for them to play, too.
You know, and it really worked well in thinking about all the guidelines. You know, month by month things have been changing.
Yeah, because you were planning during the pandemic, but then
yes,
you get
exactly.
to perform outside of the pandemic.
Yeah, and so the Vail gave us some more space for audience. You know, because Donovan everybody's up close, a little more personal, and in the middle of a pandemic. So we're very happy to be doing it up there. I'm sure next season we'll be back at Donovan Pavilion with the chamber music.
Okay. Now, if we don't know a lot about chamber music or we don't know how to pronounce the names, it's still welcoming to anyone. You know, like you don't have to know exactly everything about this.
You don't need to know
anything. You guys
anything.
are very inviting, and you know what? Just listening to the music makes you happy.
Well, that's all I ask of any audience member. Just sit there. It stops time. Take it in. Music has this ability to really heal us and excite us and soothe us and unify us. Really does, right? And gosh, that's what we need now more than ever.
Yes.
You know, and you don't need to know the first thing.
Okay.
You really don't. But if you want to know something, I can tell you, I'm excited to tell everybody that we have a new Bravo Vail app. that you can get on your cell phone. It's really exciting. And it's called Vail Music Festival. You can get it, I think, on Apple Play and Google Play. Or you can go to bravovale.org, which is our website, and there's all sorts of comprehensive information where if you want to dig deeper into the music, you can. You can read as much about it as you want, or you can read nothing about it and just come hear the music.
Come as you are. Okay, perfect. All right. So either check out the app or check out the website for more details.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
We are back. Want to let you know what's happening down valley in Eagle. We had the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo just wrap up a week and a half ago, but we have some fun things that go on, especially at Eagle Town Park. We have a fun music series called Show Downtown, and it's the complement to the Tuesday night Hot Summer Nights concert series that we host up valley. Well, we host this one on Thursdays down valley, and we're going to continue this through just a few more weeks this week, and it looks like next week. So we've got Steely Dan, which is going to be an awesome band that includes Dave Hebert of Melvin Seals, Bill McKay, formerly of the Derek Trucks Band, and Leftover Salmon. So a really cool group of really talented musicians will be taking the stage. And these are free concerts. They're hosted by the Vail Valley Foundation. You basically bring everything. You bring your chairs, you bring your food, you bring your drinks. You can bring everything down to Eagletown Park. It's a huge park. They've got the Centennial Stage that's covered. These shows happen rain or shine. And the gates open at 5:30. Music starts at 6:30. And it's just a great way to enjoy some more live music throughout the Vail Valley. We have quite a bit of it. But this one, you'll definitely want to check out this. So Steely Dan, once again, some great members of Melvin Seals, Derek Trucks Band, Leftover Salmon coming together for this show happening on Thursday. Now on Friday, over at Eagle, we have a really cool little farmers market and art show. It's the same people that do the Sunday market in Vail. That happens on Friday mornings at the Eagle River Park, which is another cool place to go. Go down there for tubing, go there. And they were doing the kayaking and the SUP competitions earlier this summer, but they don't have any more of that now. And then yoga in the park is always a fun thing to do on Sunday mornings. The second Fridays art walks, that'll be happening for this month also. So you can go to Eagle Outside, and that will give you details on what is happening this week. Eagle, if you didn't know, has about 100 miles of mountain biking and hiking trails that surround it. And if you want to go on a hike or go on a mountain bike ride and then stop by one of the many restaurants afterwards, we've got the Capitol Theater, the movie theater right down there. You can do that as well. So spend some time in Eagle. It's a lot of fun. Once again, eagleoutside.com for more details on events. But Meredith is in Vail. She's up valley. She's been in Vail all morning. And where are you now? Oh, down by the creek.
Down by the creek, yeah. So right by the internet. It's a little bit quieter because that rapid can get a little noisy, but the river is actually flowing, and that is because of the rain. You know, it's definitely a little bit higher than we've seen even in early of July. But it's been kind of rainy, and we're gonna see some rain today. It's actually quite a crisp morning. It's currently 52 degrees, which is always really refreshing in the summer and in a time where we've such a hot country. You know, like we're really seeing the temperatures raise each summer. And so to have a crisp morning, this is not too bad. So you just lay and dress appropriately. But around 2 p.m., we're going to see the thunderstorms roll through. And they'll kind of be there for the rest of the evening. So to make sure you dress appropriately for your evening activities will be important. But yeah, we're also going to see some of that rain a little bit throughout this week, and then it will start to clear up, and we'll see some sunshine and warm weather this weekend. And this weather report was brought to you by the Possibilities in Avon, the weekly art expo. Discover your next masterpiece.
All right, thanks, Meredith. Okay, cool. Yes, I know we do need the rain, but yeah, it's just great. It's nice and cool. It's sweater weather. I brought my sweater.
Yeah, and actually, this whole outfit was thrifted, by the way. I know we were just talking about
Oh,
consignment
fun.
and thrift. I am a fan of thrifting, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's so fun. You never know what you're gonna find. I call it adventure shopping.
Yes.
You just go and everyone in the group can find something cool to wear. So we're lucky. And we have some fabulous closets in this valley.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you can find some good brands as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that segment. But yeah, and also so crazy with this rain causing the mudslides in I-70. I don't know if you've spoke about that yet, but I-70 at Glenwood Canyon is closed, and so
Yes.
they're rerouting some traffic over Cottonwood Pass. But we love the rain, but it can cause some damage apparently.
Well, yeah, and the burn scars from the Grizzly Creek fire last year, that's really what's happening. All that fire, we lost the vegetation there.
Right.
So when it does rain, it's just loose dirt. It turns to mud. It slides. And I know a lot of traffic is being diverted up, through Steamboat. And even nationwide traffic, they're asking like the big truckers and everything, go north, go on I-80 instead of I-70. Because I-70 is a major thoroughfare from east to west throughout the nation. So, and I don't know if you've seen the photos, Meredith, but when you could see the aerial photos, it's pretty dramatic of what is going on, and those cars that got caught in it, and it looks like they've gotten pretty much them all out with the tow trucks, but still, yeah, it's tough to have Glenwood Canyon closed.
I know, and it really affects the whole country because I-70
Yeah.
is such a major interstate.
Okay, we need you to get to your next interview.
Yes.
We'll let you go right
Thank
now. All right, but we're talking about the dance festival, and Meredith is going to be talking to one of the choreographers that's putting some of the shows together. And tonight we continue. So last night was an up close rehearsal style performance at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater, and that's pretty much where everything's going to be, is either the Ford Amphitheater or at the Avon Town Park, the Performance Pavilion at Nottingham Park, or even Solaris Plaza is going to have a few fringe events as well. But tonight we have Ballet X returning with Sunset 0639 Hours. And this is actually a story ballet. Ballet X tells the tragic story of the 1938 first airmail service from the U.S. to New Zealand. Now, they were able to get their mail to Honolulu, but the return flight is when the tragedy began. So you'll see the costumes and the music and everything will kind of depict that era and what happened then. And they performed this in 2015, so they're bringing it back. So this should be really neat. You can get your tickets still. You can even get reserved seating, which is covered seating, starting at $50. And with the forecast calling for rain, it might be good just to upgrade with those tickets and get those. But also we've got other things happening. So we have another up close performance tomorrow night. So once again, this is a rehearsal style. They break things down for you. They tell you how they do it. A lot of times they're doing the choreography kind of on the fly. So it was really neat to see. Calvin Royal III was featured last night. We'll have a lot of other artists that'll be here. And this will be on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we bring it down to the town park in Avon, and that's called the Dancing in the Park. That's a free event. And then the weekend holds the International Evenings of Dance 1 and 2. So this is Friday night, this is Saturday night. And on Saturday night, we have two different performances. We have a 5 p.m. as well as an 8 p.m. During COVID times when they were doing a lot of the planning, they had to kind of plan for that. So they decided to keep the two shows for your Saturday. But you can go to vaildance.org to learn more about the artists that are here, learn more about the shows, the fringe events, what you can do with the kids. Oh, on Saturday, we're going to have the Tiny Dancer Tea Party. And this is for the littlest dancers out there. And it's a lot of fun. They can wear their tutus. They can come on in and really be exposed to some fun dance. Look at these kids. They're so cute. So that's 10 a.m. this Saturday. Go to the website for more information on that. But right now we have a little look at what you can expect at the Vail Dance Festival. Oh, and we're so excited to have the Vail Dance Festival return in person this year. Last year, we had a virtual dance festival, but of course, it's so much more fun to be right there in person watching these performances on the stage. And one thing to really think about is how athletic these dancers are. It's just amazing. And in that performance last night, the up close, in between when Damien Wetzel, the artistic director, was talking to Calvin Royal III, Calvin would be out of breath, and he would say, like, oh, we get on the oxygen in the back, but they make it look so easy, they make it look so effortless, but the strength, the poise, the balance that they all possess is pretty amazing. So if you know nothing about dance, do know this. They are true athletes, and I think any athlete here in the Vail Valley can respect what they have to do to get into their craft and become the best of the best, and that's why they're here. But we have Meredith in Vail right now, and she's going to be talking about the dance festival. Let's find out more. Meredith, you're over in Solaris, right?
Yes, we are. And
Hi.
Christine Cox is here with us, who is the artistic director of Valley X. And it's her birthday, I just found out.
Oh, happy birthday! Thank you for waking up early with us.
My pleasure.
Yeah, we're so glad that you're back in Vail. Valley X is back. I mean, we love you guys. We're such a fan.
We love being here. Vail is incredible. It feels like a second home for us, and we are so jazzed about performing.
Awesome. So when was your first year with the dance festival?
2012, almost 9 years ago. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I remember when they first came and they did this piece called The Slump, right? And there's some moves that will never leave my head because they're really artistic with their movement. So for someone who doesn't know Valley X, how would you describe the company and your movements?
Oh, I love that question. So we love ballet and we train in the form and the technique, which is so hard. But the X is everything new. We bring in choreographers from all over the world, all over our country, to make new works that are about today and to tell stories that we've never heard before.
Yeah, I love that. I think that a strong suit about your company is that you do bring in all these different choreographers and your dancers just soak in their technique and they all really match, but they can have so much variety with the choreographers, So I think that's so special.
Yeah, I think that's a really great point, Meredith, is that because the work's being made on the dancers, it's like times 100%. When something's created on someone, it just has this new soul and it just connects with the audience so much more. It's really powerful.
Absolutely. And such strong storytelling, which is a perfect segue to your ballet tonight, this full-length ballet. So tell us a little bit about Sunset 0639 Hours.
Bravo. It's a hard name to remember. Sunset was created in 2014, and we didn't know what we had on our hands. It was this really special story about a pilot from 1930 who was on the cover of Time magazine, and he was taking airmail across the Pacific, and it was a really big deal. and we have recordings from him landing in Auckland that are interwoven into the soundscape. We have recordings from birds in New Zealand. So it's like, it's a story of, the East and the West coming together, and his plane tragically went down. But the way Matthew Neenan, who choreographed it, told this story with composer Rosie Langveld and her band, Sunset Band, is just beautiful. It's so original. I've never seen anything like it. When you watch it, you're just taken away into this beautiful world that they created together. And there are invented instruments in it with little pill boxes that make the sounds of an airplane, and the dancers become an airplane. And it's like you just go into another world.
I have goosebumps. I can't wait, because you guys performed this a few years ago at the Velar.
Yeah, exactly.
And sold out. So I can't wait to see it in this new venue too.
Yeah, we were there last night, and it was like, there's these airplanes. They're supposed to be paper airplanes, and it looks like they build into a real airplane, and they do.
Wow.
And they're flying in the Ford Amphitheater, and we have a ramp that goes up to make it look like it's a sunset, and it's just beautiful there.
That's amazing.
And we can't wait to share it with everybody.
Yes, well, that's happening tonight at 7:30 at the amphitheater. You can find tickets online, and so you'll also be performing on the Avon Pavilion.
Yeah.
Right? So what can we see at that performance?
Oh, that's one of our most treasured performances, going over to Avon. It's a family-friendly show, so everyone can come out, picnic. Hopefully the sun will be out. I think it will. And it's just like appetizers of so many different works that we have, and it's just this beautiful sampling. And we're so excited to be sharing the stage with Boulder Ballet, who's coming up.
Wow,
so
awesome.
Really immersing our companies together and just sharing in this time to be together in a community and building back, moments that we want to treasure forever.
Absolutely. How did you stay inspired with the pandemic? Like, what did you guys do to propel forward?
We didn't stop working, as a co-founder and the artistic and executive director. I was like, we've got to keep dancing. So we made films, we danced in our living rooms, we just dance. So we're really grateful to be back on stage, live and in person, which is really what we treasure.
Yes, absolutely. And that's really where you guys shine. So catch them at the Vail Dance Festival tonight and throughout the week. We can't wait to see you. And happy birthday!
Awesome. Well, Christine, are you going to get a chance to do anything special on your birthday, or is it all work?
Work, but waking up to my beautiful family is all a gal could ask for. I have 2 sons that have grown up coming to the Vail Dance Festival, Warren and Wesley, and my husband Tom. So any chance I get to be with them, and they'll be at the show tonight, so we can't wait.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for that insight today. And really neat what Ballet X is doing. And like you said, they just work all during the pandemic. And we're so glad to have you back in person. So welcome back, Christine and Ballet X.
Thank you so much.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're going to take it to a quick break. When we return, we still have to show you Pearls from Koji. He's doing a huge trunk show at Carrots this week, just for a few more days. So Meredith is going to be heading over there right now, and we'll also check in with Bratzo in Riverwalk.
When it comes to buying quality flooring for your Colorado home, there's only one store in the Vail Valley to choose from, Rugs Benedict. Having served the Vail Valley for over 40 years, you can be confident that you are working with true flooring experts. With hundreds of choices in stock and the combined buying power of 1,000 Carpet One stores, we will find incredible deals for you. Rugs Benedict offers the best selection in area rugs, hardwood flooring, carpet, and luxury vinyl, so that you can find the perfect fit to fill the beautiful space in your home or business and have it installed right away. We don't use freelancers, and neither should you. Rest assured and let our full-time staff of professionals at Rugs Benedict install your new floor with the highest quality standards and a lifetime installation guarantee. So stop by and pay us a visit at our 10,000 square foot showroom in Avon and let our team find you incredible deals and a flawless flooring experience. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know floors.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With 2 of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
All right, I want to let you know what the lens of the day is for today. I thought I'd bring out the Costas, Costa Del Mar. It's a company that's been around for 4 decades. This lens of the day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision. And this is called the Blackfin. And I love this. It's a nice sport wrap type of frame. We've got the blue lens, and you can do prescription in your Costas. They're a lifetime guarantee. And these aren't too dark because we are going to have a lot of cloud cover today. So you don't need the super dark lens. But if you are going fishing, this is a great way to see, cut through some of the glare of the water. Or if you're just going to be cruising around town, Costas are functional and fashionable glasses for you as well, for whatever activity. And even on a cloudy day, we do recommend that you do wear your sunglasses because the dangerous UV A and B rays do still get through all that cloud cover. So wear your Costas or whichever other lens of choice. You can stop by Eyepieces. They have 7 locations from Snowmass all the way to Vail Village, and they can get you dialed in for whatever activity you're doing or some high fashion pieces. They've got it all for you. And then don't forget their new store, Eyepieces Sport, is located in the Sun and Up, and they really specialize in a lot of sport classes for golfing, for hiking, for biking. So check in with them so you can get out there and see a little better for whatever sport you're doing. But right now, Bratzo is in Edwards. I think he's still in Riverwalk, right?
Yeah, sitting here, chilling, learning.
Did you
about
find
the
some
movies.
coffee?
No.
Oh, did you find
know
any
what?
coffee?
I made coffee today, and I love to try old espressos and Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Coffee company has, and I tried the Italiano Classico. That's what is my favorite right now. I need to try the Sicilian, and I also tried the Espresso La Vita. But I make it at home. When I'm close by and I don't have access, I made it at home.
Okay, so you've already had your coffee. All right. Yeah. Well, hey, what movies are playing? Have you been to a movie lately?
No, lately. But my son Tiago, which is 12, he comes here all the time. Right now, you have Jungle Cruise with The Rock, Dwayne.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Black Widow, which is another of the Marvel saga movies. Snake Eye, that's the one that I want to see. Snake Eye is like a ninja guy. He goes to Japan and learn it, but it's all, techie and futuristic. Looks amazing. So I'm into that kind of stuff. So I would love to play. I'm a kid inside. I'm a ninja cat.
I know. I want to see Jungle Cruise. And you know what? I think with the rain, I think it's a good idea to go see a movie, especially if there's any kind of matinee. Now, you know what? The movie Old, like I've heard that
crazy,
is like a thriller. I don't want to see that. That looks scary.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks scary.
Turn old in a day or something like that. I was just looking at it and, reading a little bit about it. Like, nobody needs to get old in a day. None of that.
Yeah. I don't know about that movie. Yeah, but I love what the Riverwalk Theater is doing. They've got ice cream. There are ice cream deals on Wednesdays, and they've got that little movie camp you can drop your kids off. And it's really been neat to see what Grant Smith and his crew are doing. And I know that they were working with Smoking J Barbecue to offer some great nachos, brisket nachos, and they had all sorts of things on their menu. So they got creative during COVID, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And the ice cream is great. They have great ice cream. The other day I have a pistachio, and they came back, and it was not the ice cream of the day, but they have banana. It was pretty good too. So
oh wow,
fun. Yeah, come over to the Riverwalk Theater. Let's keep these things alive. People's coming in. That's Mr. Horner. I know that guy. Hey, you saw the chat? Duncan was writing from England.
What?
So Duncan
Duncan.
used to run the VPAC. You know Duncan, right, Trish?
Yes, yes. Oh, I hear it. VPAC shout out, sweet. Hey, speaking of the VPAC, they just had Evil Woman, which was the Electric Light Orchestra tribute band on Saturday night. But then tomorrow night we have Tedeschi Trucks Fireside Live. So this is going to be the Grammy Award winning band. They're playing on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. And then Amy Grant returns, 6 Grammy Awards, 26 Dove Awards, 30 million albums worldwide. She's playing on Thursday, August 5th. And then they just added a new show, and this was Watch House, but it's formerly Mandarin Orange. And I know a lot of Mandarin Orange fans are here. That is going to be on the 18th. So that's a newly added show. They basically have been from coffee shop to festival headliners. And then I think it's so interesting that we have Not Our First Goat Rodeo, including Yo-Yo Ma, Stuart Duncan, Edgar Meyer, who was here earlier for the Bravo Chamber Music Series, and then Chris Teeley. And then they're going to also bring in with Aofi O'Donovan. So if you can see some of these shows, what I love the best is just, they're in our backyard. You're not paying for a hotel. You're not flying to a different city for the concert. You're not driving in Denver traffic. It is right here. Easy.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, well, that's great that Duncan is watching all the way across the pond in England. I wonder what time it is there. Okay, awesome. All right, well, what else is going on down there, Bratzo?
Well, we
People
can talk
on
weather
the
and
move?
look at what I have
Okay.
on my back.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
what I have on my backside right there.
Oh, yeah,
so
nice product placement.
Yeah, let's do the weather. And Liv Sotheby is your international realty at Colorado leading real estate firm. Contact our Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. And this is just the coolest place on earth to live. So find your property with Liv Sotheby. And the weather, as we were talking earlier, and if you start just to watching us, is going to be partly cloudy all day. Similar weather all over the valley. We are having potentially thunderstorms and rain this afternoon starting around 2 o'clock with lows in the mid-50s and highs in the mid-70s. So it's going to be a typical Colorado day. You never know when you can throw that jacket and it becomes sunny too. So hopefully that happens.
I think we might see some rain for the dance festival, but really that hasn't hindered people from coming. A lot of people have been coming in, even on the lawn seating, and but you can get seats for about $50, so it might be just worth the investment. Stay dry the whole time. Bring your jacket out there because it usually gets a little colder once you wrap up. But you can get your dinner there. You can get snacks, get drinks. Everything is available at the Ford Amphitheater for tonight's show at 7:30.
It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I need to talk to Sarah Johnson and Martha Bratzo and stop by and visit. Those shows are just amazing, and that people is even better. Yeah.
I know. Are you going to bring your family to that? I know you have people in town, right?
Yeah.
What's on the agenda?
Well, they leaving on Wednesday to visit other members of the family in Jacksonville, Florida, and then coming back for another 10 days. So on the rebound, I'm going to try to do that. We got to see the Jazz Festival yesterday, so we're very happy. We had a great dinner at Zeno's, and we're going to continue exploring. It's hard.
Okay.
It's hard to stay still here,
Oh, I know. It's always so fun to have people in town, friends and family in town. It's just such a great place to entertain, especially when we have all these different things that are going on throughout the Vail Valley. Event-wise, events for the family, so many things to do. But hey, Bratzo, I got to ask you one more question. I really liked your moose video last week. So was that in the Lion's Head parking structure?
That it is. That was at the Lion's Head parking structure. I just was going back after the show. You and me, we were just talking about it, and you said, "Hey, watch out with the moose." And I was like, what are the odds? I was going to my car, and there you go. And Mike D was telling me, I invested in some marketing. Garfinkel's have their logo. It's a moose.
Yes.
So that's my
Yeah.
marketing, he said. So it's funny.
All right. So yeah, we'll just call that Moose Garfinkel.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his name. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, moose, bear. I've not seen much wildlife. I've seen a couple foxes. Oh, and then Bratzo, check out this video. So we just got this video. I mean, this is in the Arabelle at Vail Square. The guy is in the restaurant. He's in
Holy
Blue
moly.
Moose Pizza. And can you imagine just running? And you don't want to get close to these animals. I mean, the moose, they can be very, very dangerous.
That is
So
right.
please don't try to get the video. Stay safe distance. Put the zoom on your phone, zoom lens. But yeah, the moose.
What a
they're on the
good-looking
loose.
fellow, huh? You know, it's still, they say it's just still a young
Yeah.
moose. So good-looking, majestic animal. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of the pros on living here. You know, you got to
Yeah.
see that kind of stuff. I saw a marmot the other day when I was biking. Like six deer just crossed me. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I saw a buck, kind of like a 4-pronged buck with the little velvets, on his horns, in my backyard the other day in Edwards. So I mostly see the deer. I've never seen a moose close up except one time way up at Piney Lake. We were camping and there was one on the drive up. We saw it from the car, but that's the closest I've come to a moose in my life. So, all right. Yeah, you don't want to run into one of those in the back alley, in the middle of the night or anything. So, okay. Well, Bratzo, we're going to take it over to Vail. We do have Meredith at Carrots talking to our good friend Koji and Dan Talene, learning about these incredible pearls. He's got the trunk show here. So the entire collection is with us. Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Well, how's the weekend been going? Koji, how's the show?
Busy. So many people came. Yeah. So I'm so happy, and I'm still excited to meet new people.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still here for 2 more days, and then we'll kind of see with the road conditions. He was supposed to head over to Aspen, so we might get him a little longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my show will be today and tomorrow, and on Wednesday I'm supposed to rent a car and drive to Aspen, but maybe I can't. I won't be able to do it, and then maybe
you'll stuck here forever.
Forever.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, this trunk show is so amazing. I mean, just before this, we're all gushing over these pearls, and it's so incredible how all of this color is natural. So tell us a little bit about these colors.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, these are out of Tahiti, French Polynesia, out of black clip oyster, like this. They're gorgeous. And black pearls are not only black. So we see a pistachio or green or blue or aubergine or peacock. Yeah, it's really fascinating. And then out of the Philippines, Indonesia, golden and champagne color are coming out. And also out of mussels like this. It's pink or lavender or peach or apricot coming out. And I sometimes combine those different colors together and make a multicolor necklace.
So do you
Yes.
do you hand thread them? What is the process once you get them?
Once we get them, we wash them and do a sorting by shape and color and luster and then cleanliness. And then I start making strands like this, putting pieces together. And sometimes it takes like 5 to 6 years to collect like a color like pistachio, like this kind of color.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating process and difficult process.
I'm sure.
Wow.
How long have you been doing this?
28 years.
28 years.
I don't look that old, do I?
No, you look very
Oh,
young.
yeah. Yeah.
And then we have this one. This one was one of my favorites too. Kind of, similar to the one I'm wearing. It's a lot bigger shapes.
Yeah, it's
very organically shaped.
Organic and a big baroque shape and pink. Something very unusual.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so many different colors and many different shapes.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
so-
So how did you meet?
Koji walked in the door.
Wow.
I think I told the story yesterday, but I'll tell it again. Koji came in and he showed us things, but I wasn't here. When I came in, my staff said, "Oh, you got to meet this guy. Here's his phone number. He has really great stuff, and he's really a nice guy." Well,
Is that right? Thank you.
It's true.
Yes.
And that's what I look for. Like you met Carolyn Tyler last week, really a nice person. There are lots of people with great inventories, not many with as wide a variety as Koji has, and nice. I wouldn't want to introduce my customers to just anybody. So
wow.
These are special people.
Yeah, we're so lucky to have you here in
Yeah,
Vail.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
And yeah, so these are variety. When I'm here, I can bring everything and I can show everything, and then we can pick the best matching color for you. And but if you don't have any pearls, Akoya, Japanese Akoya pearls are the most classic one. Yeah, that's the first one to get.
Absolutely.
Out of my hometown.
Start to build the pearl collection.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I love the necklaces that you guys are wearing with the single pearl.
Isn't that nice?
It's an awesome option for a man to wear.
Yeah, so I just pick a nice color, very nice lustrous pearl, and then put the special mechanism into the pearl. Yeah, so and this is an interchangeable.
Yeah, it comes off. I have a white pearl too.
Oh,
Yeah.
So mix and match.
Yeah, so
This
I
is
can
perfectly matched with your
take
outfit.
the black off, put a white one on.
Oh, golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But when we talk about the variety, what's important about that is not that if we had depth, you might come in and want to buy 10 strands of the same pearl if you're doing a wedding or something.
Yeah.
But for us, it's somebody walks in and there's going to be the best strand of pearls for you. And that's what Koji is good at, is picking out with all the variety he brings. There's going to be a very best strand for your skin color, your eye color, your
atmosphere.
your
Atmosphere. I love that. Well, I feel lucky that you put the biggest pair on me.
Oh yeah, gorgeous.
Thank you. Well, come to
Thanks so much.
Carrots today and tomorrow and meet Koji. He's such a fabulous energy, and if you want to know what pearls go with you, your atmosphere, come on in, Carrots.
Okay. Well, and you know what, Koji? If the road is closed, we'll just keep you around for a couple more days.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be happy. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Dan. Thanks, Koji. Just
Thank you.
fabulous pearls. Just amazing to see what they have and just how long it takes to put one of those strands together. So stop by Carrots. They're located on the across from the west end of the Vail Village parking structure, across from Solaris, and just a couple doors down from Latour. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. We want to let you know a few things that are going on with the Vail Daily headlines. Or actually, we're going to go to commercial break first, and then we're going to come back, tell you about some news. Well, Meredith already got her coffee today. She went down to Two Arrows, got her espresso, as well as a side of a sparkling water. Never heard that before. Bratzo made his at home. He made some Vail Mountain coffee and tea. That's what I've got here as well. Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company, been in the Valley a couple of decades. Original location right there in Minturn at the roastery. New location down Valley at Beaver Creek in the village where the old Starbucks was. So if you're looking for some coffee today, check out Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company. But headlines for today, here's what made headlines for Monday, the 2nd of August. We're already into August. I can't believe it. But check out this cover on the photo here. This is a Rufous hummingbirds. And Rick Spitzer, who oftentimes will give us some really cool wildlife photos or these close-up photos of the birds, he tells us that these birds are the bullies at the feeder. They often stake out a feeder and will not allow any other bird to have access. And the Rufous hummingbird, they have quite a long commute. They winter in Mexico, and then they live up at Mountain Meadows at about 12,600 feet. So amazing bird, and that's amazing that they can travel all the way to Mexico for the winter. But find that picture on today's cover of the Vail Daily. But headlines for today, not enough care to go around. Local entities rally around child care providers as they battle rising costs, staffing challenges, and increasing community need. More on this on page A3. Also in today's paper, Time Machine. We take a look back through the decades, all the way to 80 years ago this week. So you can just learn a little bit about the history throughout Eagle County. This comes from, most of it comes from our Eagle Valley Enterprise photos. So you can learn more about the valley and the history all throughout time in today's paper on page A2. And then also Eagle County, similar to other local employers, struggles to find workers. So it's headlines all around, whether it's restaurants, whether it's the county government, we're all looking for employees. And then in the arts and entertainment section, chalk it up. You can find the Minturn Affordable Art Fair. It's coming, you can learn about different art that you can buy at a more affordable price. It's the first one that they're doing, and it'll be August 7th. From kicking off at 4 p.m. So check that out in today's arts and entertainment section. And then also the Best of the Vail Valley. We are in the nomination period for this contest that happens annually. You can nominate your favorites today through August 6th. Just go to vaildaily.com/Best of Vail Valley 2021. Now, once we get all the nominations, then we'll have the voting period set up, and then we'll announce the winners this fall, and then this magazine will be on display all throughout the whole winter. It's kind of neat if you're just coming to town and you're wondering like, oh, well, what's the best ski shop? Okay, what's the best liquor store with their wine selection? Where's the best ice cream? You can find it all here in our Best of the Vail Valley. So we want to hear from you. This is a Reader's Choice Award. So nomination period open right now, and then voting will kick off later in August. So vaildaily.com once again, and then search Best of the Vail Valley 2021. And that'll give you the directions on how to nominate and then later on vote. But a few of the things happening, we don't want to forget, we've got the dance festival going on this evening. They kicked off last Friday with their opening night. They had an up-close performance last night, which is rehearsal style. They are here until August 9th. Most of the performances will be at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. This Thursday, we do bring it down Valley to Avon, to the Performance Pavilion at Nottingham Park. Ballet X is going to be there. So tonight, Ballet X will be recording 0639 Sunset. It's an interesting story. It's a story ballet that talks about the tragic story that happened in 1938. It was the first air mail service from U.S. to New Zealand. And unfortunately, tragedy happened with a plane crash. But so all the costuming and the stories will be told through dance this evening. Meredith had a chance to talk to Christine Cox, who's the artistic director of Ballet X. They did perform this in 2015. So we're happy to bring it back. It is a very interesting story that is told through dance. So tickets are available. You can go to vaildance.org to find more details on that, or check out the other shows that are going out throughout the week. This weekend, the International Evenings of Dance. Those are fun nights to attend because you get such a taste of many different dances in one showing. So on Friday, there'll be one show, and then on Saturday, there's going to be two, one at 5 p.m. and then one at 8 p.m. So lots of opportunities to still enjoy the Vail Dance Festival, which kicked off last Friday. But I think we've got, what, weather? Are we going to do some weather, Rachel? Okay, Bratzo. Hey, where are you now?
I'm inside of Future Pathways boxing gym. So I've been moving a little bit around, you know.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. So let's
We've
talk
got
about
the
weather.
tour.
A lot of people just got here. They're probably just connecting. And weather is such an important piece in what we do because, you know, that will determine your plans for the rest of the day and what you're going to be wearing, right? So, through the whole valley, throughout the valley, we're going to be seeing lows in the mid 40s and highs in the mid 60s, touching 70s now. And looks like around 2 p.m. in the afternoon is 30% chances of snow, and the chances increase throughout the afternoon.
Snow or rain?
Rain. No, don't bring the snow yet. Sorry. You know, hey. No, just don't bring the snow yet. I'm not ready for that. You know, flippy floppy mode still on. So, and the weather comes to you guys through Baton Ridge, fine jewelry and watches since 1897, and they are located at the Solaris. Great service and a lot of knowledge. And the weather today, partly cloudy with chances of rain and chances of thunderstorms. No snow.
I know, I was like, whoa. But you know what's interesting is we've been talking about how August can be a little cooler in our area. You know, many times where I grew up, that was the hottest month of the year. But August, we do get cooler temperatures. We get that monsoonal rain flow. And we a lot of times will have snow somewhere throughout the state in the higher elevations. And then that gets everybody excited about, you know, getting your ski pass and maybe going to an equipment swap. A lot of the ski shops will have tent sales. You know, you're getting the gear for the next year. You're buying it now. You're in your flippy flops, and then you put your smart wool socks on to try on the boots or get the kids all ready to go. So you said snow, and I'm like, it could happen because it does happen in August in our state.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Yes, but let's hold on. Let's hold on for our monsoon, which is awesome. This is the perfect weather. It's just the perfect weather for me. I just love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great for sleeping. Yep. And you know what? We can get out, probably do the hike or the bike ride or, you know, the walk around outside in the earlier hours of the day. And then we could see those rain showers take over, like you mentioned. So yeah. All right. That's how you can plan your day. Okay, perfect. And so My Future Pathways, tell us about this place behind you.
Oh yeah, this is our gym. We have a youth center in Edwards, and we also going to open another youth center in Gypsum. We just got our contract, and it's been approved by the town of Gypsum. So we're going to have 2 youth centers, and we are in our last week of our summer camp. So super excited to bring these opportunities to a bunch of kids. Trish, you remember Rick Schwartz?
Yes, yes.
You know, he was the director of Fox Sports News, longtime local. He loved the area. He has Parkinson's for about 20 years, and he boxes, and we do this Power Punch Parkinson's. He get us tickets through the Colorado Rockies Foundation for bringing 62 kids to watch the Rockies, and they won. So it was cool. The kids.
Oh wow!
90% of these kids never saw a baseball game, and they were right there with a professional, former professional pitcher. Then Rick was a lefty, used to throw over 90 miles an hour, fastballs, and he was playing the game. And he also donated a bunch of mats so we can have our Power Punch Parkinson's and utilize our facility to train more kids in martial arts, anti-bully, self-defense, and all that kind of stuff. So we're very happy. We took the kids to do a big hike with a donkey this weekend to Leadville. So cool. The kids were pulling, and they were building their sandwiches the night before. We also went to see the police station in Vail with Commander Greg Bettis. He got us there. The kids we put them in jail. They were sitting on the cars. They were looking into all the screens on all the cameras in town. That's Pedro right there. You see, they tried to escape from jail. They were trying to fit into that little hole. They gotta do some shooting they have this screen. Then you do this virtual shooting. Oh yeah. And then you have to see what you do in a different scenario and how many people fail. It was surprisingly, girl, I used to coach her in middle school, Stephanie. And there she was, a police officer. It was so cool to see her. So we had a blast, and that's what it's all about. The police is here. They're part of the community. They're helping the community. What an amazing bunch of people. They were doing fingerprinting. They checked the cars, so many questions. We were to the Buckley Air Force Academy, and we see F-16s because of Commander Betty's also hook us up with some connections. But they didn't ask one question with the F-16s. With the police officers, everybody was, hey, what? It was fun questions. And, are your cars are faster? They have bigger turbos, and what you do in this scenario. It was so much fun. It was so
my gosh. That is so cool. You guys have done a lot of neat things, everything from the Rockies game to visiting the police. And that reminds me, National Night Out will be happening Tuesday, tomorrow. And it's the 38th annual, and it's the 15th year that Avon has been involved. And this is just a great thing for the community. They usually have some eats. You come over there, maybe grab a hot dog or a burger. And it's nice to just, develop a relationship with our local law enforcement and find out about their jobs and what they're doing. So this is a nice tie-in with that, since that happens tomorrow night. So that'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely. They're here to serve and to protect. And and I was looking at David, my right hand, and Pedro, and was like, should we become cops? And they were like, totally.
I know. Yeah. It's a tough job, and we thank them for it. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for the little tour down at the My Future Pathways, which is in Edwards, and so great news that they are going to be developing their gypsum campus coming up. So we'll have to get some details on that from Bratzo. But we're going to wrap it up. We've gone all the way to 8:50. Usually we go to 8:30, but we're having lots of fun. We wanted to talk to Koji and find out some more details about all those pearls at the trunk show at Carrots. And don't forget, the dance festival is this evening, vaildance.org for more details on tickets and schedules. And don't forget, in 10 minutes, there's yoga up at Beaver Creek. If you're in one of the condos in Beaver Creek Village, hustle on down to the rink, and they can get you a mat and get you ready to go for an hour of free yoga, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching Vail Daily Live. Don't forget, if you don't catch us when we're live in the morning, you could always catch us later on in the day. We're on Roku, we're on Amazon TV, we're on Apple Fire, we're a podcast on Spotify, and of course YouTube and Facebook. Just search us there and you can catch us later, and follow our Instagram. We're putting a lot of our interviews on our Instagram account also. We'll see you tomorrow.